I do like to smoke though. I like to smoke so much that when I die, I want the cause of death to be blunt force trauma. It sucks sometimes, like when everyone knows you smoke. Like there's this guy at my work that knows that I smoke, so every day before I leave, he's always like, "Oh, are you gonna go home and..." No, dude, I have a bong. I'm gonna waste my precious smoking time rolling up a joint, alright? I have a bong that I pre-packed before I left this morning. I'm a goddamn professional. Have you guys seen the shirts that say, guns don't kill people, dads with pretty daughters kill people? Those shirts are very elitist, because ugly girls have dads too. I eat a lot of frozen pizza. You guys like frozen pizza? Usually I get Totino's, but once in a while I'll get Red Baron whenever I'm straight falling. But that's it. That's where it stops. Like, I won't pay more than Red Baron prices for a frozen pizza because it's a frozen pizza. The only way you could get someone to pay more than that would be to give it some douchey foreign name like DiGiorno. I always imagine like some Kardashian type twat standing up at the counter like, "Oh, I have to pull my money out of my Gucci to pay for my DiGiorno." DiGiorno is an $8 to $10 pizza usually. You can get a hot and ready for $5. And it's the two things that DiGiorno's not. It's not delivery, it's dog shit. Alright you guys, I'm Ryan Allen. I'm gonna get out of here. Keep it going for
I love Chicago though. Chicago's my favorite place. I'll tell you why Chicago's my favorite place. Because the best thing that ever happened in my entire life happened the first night I lived in Chicago. I was standing out back on my porch smoking a cigarette when my next door neighbors decided to have a very loud marital fight. And all I heard was a slapping sound and then this exact sentence. "Do you want to divorce me? Good. I've wanted a divorce ever since you fucked your mother 3 months into this marriage." I don't know why you guys are losing your minds right now. That is amazing. That should end your next marital argument. Do it. Use it. And for the first time in my life, I asked myself the question, did he fuck his mother? Because she sounded sure, like she meant April the 24th 3 months ago. Like that kind of a thing. But the best part of the story is that while this was happening, there was a man walking his baby in a stroller on the sidewalk. And he's walking his baby and he just goes, "Fucked your mother 3 months in!" And then he turns and looks at me. To those of you over there. And I was just like, yeah, that's how we do it here, Bears. I don't know, that's what we do. But I love living in Chicago. I love living in Chicago because I get to drive a lot. And driving is my favorite thing to do. Driving is my favorite thing to do because I am a car dancer. Does anybody here car dance? You clap, motherfuckers. I love car dancing. You know, you get into that moment where nothing down here is moving and everything up here is going crazy. Like you're doing the opposite of river dance. I was doing that in Chicago traffic one day and I turned and in the car next to me there was a 16-year-old girl just staring me down. And all of high school came back to me. I was like, oh no! She's not gonna think I'm cool! And then I remembered I'm a grown man! With a voice like that. I'm a grown man! So I rolled my window down and I screamed over. I was like, hey, no! This is what life is like when you don't have to deal with peer pressure. And then she rolled her window down and screamed back at me, you dance like a fag, old man! No! No! High school is never gonna end for me, guys. It's never gonna end. I do love driving. I love driving in Chicago traffic, though. Chicago traffic makes sense to me. Chicago traffic is just you trying to get home 3 seconds faster than that guy, and you trying to keep that guy from merging out of spite. Like, I get it. It makes sense. But out here, you guys have 2-lane traffic, which is just bullshit. Like, have you ever gotten stuck behind that guy going 5 miles below the speed limit? Why? Because fuck you, that's why. That guy. And then you see that window and you shoot out in front of him, in front of the next car. You ever done that? Oh, I did that one day and I was just so overjoyed. I was just filled with joy. I couldn't stop myself. All of a sudden I was just like, ah! Just like that. It wasn't towards him. It wasn't supposed to be mean. It was just joy coming out. Just like that. And then I immediately had to slow down. It was stupid. It was traffic. I have never celebrated more and accomplished less in my entire life, guys. And I realized that's how we should live. That's how we should live all the time. Like you, if you get yourself a cup of coffee in the morning without spilling it, just like that. Or you, ma'am, if you poop before you shower instead of the other way around, just like that. That's how we should live. Every time. No, I love Chicago's my favorite. Chicago is where the best things that have ever happened and can ever happen. Like, I had the surreal experience of teaching a black woman about black culture when she made fun of my Legend of Korra tattoos. First of all, Legend of Korra is the Nickelodeon cartoon show that taught me how to be the empowered young woman I was always meant to be, okay? Second, she didn't know who D'Angelo was. I'm not black, but a hero had to step up, goddammit. There are like 3 black people here who know who D'Angelo is. Yes, exactly. You know, because you know the D'Angelo Untitled How Does It Feel music video. You know that one? The one where it's a close-up on his face and he's just doing the Michael Jackson, I'm gonna fuck you face, just like that. And then the camera pans down and you see his perfect chest. I found out that day there's a man's chest I wanna lick a man's chest. And then the camera pans down further, and you don't see the good stuff, but you see those muscles right here? You know those muscles that just look like a runway to a great dick? Those muscles. Like there should be a guy with orange cones just like, there it is! It's gonna be a good one! You're gonna love it! Preach. I don't know if you guys have noticed from all of my unasked for yelling, I'm bipolar. I'm bipolar type 1, which means I'm the best at it. And one of the big problems with bipolar is that there's no like set medication for it. There's no like, oh, you're bipolar, here you go, this solves your problem. No, they just start throwing shit at you. Just like, here, does this help? I don't know. Here, does this help? I don't know. Here, does this help? This is Dayquil. I don't know. What do you want from us? Here, we sacrificed a virgin. What do you want from us? So you wind up getting a lot of weird side effects. Like one day I was at work and then I'm just paralyzed. In the pit of my stomach, I can't move. I'm nervous, so I gotta go home. I gotta leave work. I'm driving home, and then I'm in my car, and all of a sudden, I'm paralyzed, and I'm holding onto the wheel with these 2 fingers, and I'm not sure I'm gonna make it home, so I start screaming to myself, you can't do it! The windows were down, by the way. You can't do it! I used to feel really embarrassed about that until I remembered I live in Chicago. That was the least weird thing a guy saw that day. He was just like, well, at least it isn't a homeless man jerking off so hard on the train he shit himself. It's a good day. It's a good goddamn day. And with bipolar, it's not really a disease until it's a disease. Like, for the most part, I'm normal. That's the middle part of bipolar, and then I go too far up and too far down. Like, when I'm manic, the crazy thing is, like, for the most part, I'll be like, hey, Jordan, how you doing? I'm doing fucking great today. Hey, Jordan, how you doing? I'm doing fucking great today. Hey, Jordan, how you doing? I'm Jesus now! And all who don't bow before me will burn in hell. Sigh ring for this finger, put it on my credit card, I'm getting married to how good I feel right now. And the other side of that is the horrible, crippling depression. Like, I have gone 3 days before without leaving my bed. My friends had to bring me food, and that's the only reason I'm alive, is because in that moment I couldn't move. Because in that moment I was just like, razors are at Walgreens now! And they have to get a key, no! And I told my friend that one time, and he was like, yeah, but have you heard about DollarShaveClub.com? That's attempted murder! That's attempted murder is what that is. I'll tell you a couple of little fun stories. When I was in college, my girlfriend's roommate decided to become a lesbian. Because fuck it, it was a Tuesday, right? And like most women who've never been lesbians before, she was understandably nervous about having sex for the first time, like you would be. So she went to her friend, and her friend was like, hey, you should go to Jordan. Jordan's really good at oral sex. Sure. So she came to me, and I told her the goddamn truth. I could have lied to her, but I told her the truth. I could have, just read her the lyrics of an R. Kelly song, but I didn't. I told her the goddamn truth. Going down on a woman is exactly like playing Street Fighter. You just mash the buttons until you fucking win. Sometimes it takes a while. And sometimes you hit a Hadouken and it's over faster. Like, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. You guys got to develop a special move, is what I'm saying. Guy came up to me, bro came up to me after the show, and he was like, hey, I don't like going down on my lady unless she's freshly shaved. Which is like, fucking, come on, bros are the worst. Because look, I don't give a shit. I'm eating pussy on the floor of a goddamn barber shop. I'm getting in there, you know what I'm saying? That's where I belong. What I'm saying is, ladies, later on tonight, I do not care what kind of carpet you've got. I will clean it. I'll tell you this and then we'll get out of here. I found out something about myself that I didn't know was weird until it happened. I was having sex with this woman. Awesome. That's great. Women, keep doing that. And she was on top, and then she got off and she did the mouth thing. Ladies, the mouth thing is good shit. And then I gave her the 15-second warning, because I'm a Christian. And then she pulled off, and she kind of finished with her hand, but she kind of angled it. I came on my own face! Not that bad. Not that bad. Not that bad. I don't know what you broads are complaining about. It's not that bad. I'm not going to do it every time. I'm just saying, as a man, it's good to know you can take a punch. Do you know? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Have a good night.
I promise you, this is 100% true. I've never grown up. To this day, I feel super awkward buying condoms. If I go to Walgreens to purchase condoms, I will always purchase a second product. Every time. And I don't know what I'm thinking or who I'm trying to fool. But in my mind, I guess I'm just like, yeah, just the Orbit gum. And I guess if there's a box underneath, you can ring that up too. But I mainly came for the Orbit gum. Yeah, I need some fresh breath. See, I wish I could be confident like you and be like, hey, just these condoms, because I need to fuck soon. Yeah, I can't wait to get these babies home and roll one on my dick. And then maybe watch some TV. Because I don't have a girlfriend. girlfriend right now. Yeah, I'm kind of confidently and weirdly buying condoms. If you just ring those up. This is how I watch cashiers at Walgreens. I like your scan style. I'm a good customer. Everybody tells me I'm a good customer. All right.
I just got my hair cut. I got bangs. You guys love it?
Yeah.
Woo! Thank you. I went to a new hairdresser and she said that I had virgin hair. It's like, what? She said it means that it hasn't been dyed or permed. I was like, oh, thank you for clearing that up, because I have had a few dicks in it. It's the truth. I went to visit my brother a month ago, and we weren't very close growing up, but we're getting a lot closer since we're older. He's really opened up to me, and he introduced me to the most important person in his life. I was so honored and excited. He let me meet his drug dealer. So beautiful. But I have a good friend, and she came to me with this shocking news. She said, Anna Flora, I'm dating my boss. Do you want to hear about the sex? It's like, no. But I do want to hear about your raise. Oh, man. There's this new place opening in town. It's a brewery and a coffee shop. Doesn't that sound like a horrible idea? Yeah. Horrible. I know me, I'm going to go in to study my math homework. I'm going to be sitting there, and 2 hours later, my math homework's going to be ripped up. I'm going to be dancing on the table. Like, fuck math, I want to party. Sometimes I babysit my neighbor, and she is only 6. This one time, she found a condom in my purse. She was like, what is this for? I said, 2 people use one of these when they love each other but don't trust each other. The truth, right? It's true. I pay $69 a month for my phone bill. Isn't that a weird amount? I'm like, screw you, AT&T. Even my phone bill is trying to fuck me. It's hard. But I like younger guys. Anyone else? I'm a cougar. You like younger guys? I love them. There's this really cute 18-year-old. He's so cute. He's really cute. But I'm trying to give him hints that I like him. So these are some possible pickup lines. Like, I'd like to buy you a beer and a condom. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to come inside of an antique? I'm hoping he's an antiquer. I love summer so much. You guys love it? I love it. One of my favorite things about summer is if I get blackout drunk, I throw up on way less clothing. Just love it. I got a speeding ticket. Well, actually, start that over. I got pulled over for a speeding ticket. And my black friend said, bitch, it is because you are white. The officer did not give you a ticket. I was like, It's because I gave the officer a hand job. And I was not speeding through it. Hashtag whores lives matter. But one of my good friends she's pledging a sorority, and she's super nervous. She said, Anna Flora, I don't think I have what it takes to be in a sorority. And I'm like thinking about it, and I'm like, I think she really does. I think she's got it. I mean, she looks really cute in pink. She dates dumb jocks, and she really doesn't mind swallowing. You're gonna fit right in, honey. It's gonna be great.
My name is Diego, has been my whole life, and one time in 4th grade we had the Spanish class, and the first assignment was to figure out what your Spanish name is. My name's Diego. Right? Like, how much more Spanish is it gonna, like, I'm gonna come back the next day and be like, hola, me llamo Greg Sanders. This is Greg Sanders. But, because my name's Diego, people with kids always come up to me, they're like, oh my god, Diego, do you know Dora? I'm like, I fucked her. This isn't Disney World. Don't come up to me expecting me to know the character's backstory. Like, what am I gonna say? Like, yes, I knew Dora. We used to hunt swiper monkeys in the Amazon. Swiper, no more swiping. I didn't always want to do stand-up for the longest time. I wanted to be a doctor because my dad's a doctor, and he's pretty supportive. Every once in a while, he'll be like, "Diego, you could still be a doctor, you know." Right? I'm like, "Come on, Dad, don't do that voice. It's crazy racist." I'm not racist. I know I'm not racist because I'll watch porn with black people in it. Obviously not just black people. I like to be able to tell what's happening. That's the worst joke I'm gonna tell, easily. I did graduate, so now I do this. I went to college and school totally works. Totally worth all that money. If I dropped out sooner, I would have just been following my dreams earlier. Who's got the time for that with Netflix? Right? Like, can everyone agree with me they should just stop making television for about 2 years until we all catch up? Right? I won't be able to do, I calculated, just to watch Lost all the way through, it would take 74 hours. Or $80 in pot. Can't afford that type of investment. It's better than the alternative though. Remember Blockbuster? Last time I walked into a Blockbuster, the guy's like, "What are you doing here?" Like, I used to want to be a doctor, and I do stand-up. He's like, "Great, want all John Candy's movies for $1? Free box of Twizzlers." But you gotta walk through the maze and let the candy tempt you. I'm a great creepy guy, I don't. So, I hope that I get better at doing stand-up soon, that I can start traveling. That's like the best part about it. So you can go to the airport where they have the security. It's still terrible. They have that choose your own adventure where they're like, "Do you want to walk through a human microwave, or perhaps like a fat guy to touch you?" But they're like, "Beware, if you go through the human microwave, probably still gonna have the fat guy touch you." And they never find anything, right? They never find anything. That's why you should hide stuff like ahead of time in your hair, like notes. It says like, "Good search job, bro." Or one, I would hide one in my butt. It's like, "The princess is in another castle." And it's no fun flying anymore because they don't have that SkyMall went out of business. They don't have SkyMall anymore. Who would have thought that selling dog bed stairs and Death Star cookie jars not profitable? No. They had in the SkyMall a canine genealogy kit. That's a box to figure out who your dog's fucking grandpa is. Like, what are the odds it's not gonna be a dog? Like, you get the thing back and you're like, "Oh my god, our golden retriever's great grandpa's Greg Kinnear." We got Greg Kinnear, you guys. What the kit is, it comes with a swab. You swab the inside of your dog's mouth, you put it in the envelope, you send it to the company. They get it there, they open it, they laugh. I'm drinking. Anybody else drinking alcohol? I'm like a chocoholic, but with alcohol. I wish there was a name for that. I'm from Detroit. I actually hitchhiked the whole way here, and boy, is my mouth tired. Thank you. One time, 5 minutes after that joke, someone in the corner's like, blowjobs. And they're like, oh. Here's the thing about prostitution. I feel like everyone's heard that prostitute, that's the oldest profession ever, right? But I call kind of bullshit, because like, how did the first guy pay for that if he didn't have a job? He's like, thanks for the blowjob, here's a sheet. She's like, man, I can't break a sheet. I only have 2 cats. Everyone knows 2 cats plus a blowjob do not a sheet make. I may be a whore, but I am no thief. I have 2 different colored eyes, I'll tell you guys that much. According to my doctor, it's a mutation, so pretty much makes me the shittiest X-Men ever. Some X-Men have cool powers, right? They're like, I can change the weather, I can tell time. That's not one. I have 2 different colored eyes. I'm just super shitty at the Secretary of State. Like, the only way I could mess with Magneto is if I tricked him into getting a job at the Secretary of State. And like go in while he's working to renew my license, and we get to the part where he's like, what's your eye color? I'd be like, gotcha, bitch. That's fun. My friend got a cell phone recently, like she had to get a new cell phone, and there's so many cell phones, like you could get this one, that one, and thank you, both of you. But like, remember when it was just that you could just get this one? Like it was just like the 2 things, like half the phone could be off the hook. Like it was probably really expensive and big, and like a guy would have to come install it. And the second you get it, they come out with like the together phone, and you're like, son of a bitch! I just bought the untogether phone. Now I'm signed up for a 48 fortnight contract with 8 T, just the 1 T back then. Who the hell knows how long that's gonna be?
Yeah, I don't like dating. Anybody dating here by round of applause? Nope, no one here is dating. I literally heard someone say nope. So either you're that narcissistic where you think I was specifically talking to you, or somehow you knew everybody in here was alone. Who's alone by round of applause? It's also this side of the room. I think I've literally alienated a whole side. It's okay to be alone. Dating is absurd. I was with this girl for a little bit. I met her father, and he says to me, I want to let you know, if you get my daughter pregnant, you're marrying her. Like, what a horrible thing to say. Like, if you're not smart enough to wear a condom, I want you in my daughter's life forever.